Class 12. Now see what is projection of B on A. When in the question they will tell you projection of B on A or projection of A on B, then you will use this formula. So see here it is written projection of B on A. At that time you will write A vector dot B vector by mod A. It is also known as a scalar component of B in the direction of A. Okay. Now projection of A on B. Projection of A on B. At that time when it is on B, then formula is A vector dot B vector by mod B. Okay. So same thing, you have to write a scalar component of A vector in the direction of B vector. Okay, I am not writing two times, you can write it by your own, or you can go to summary. It is given already in point 2 in summarization part. Okay, now question number short answer type question number 2 Roman 2. Okay, now read the question. It is given, if projection of vectors lambda I cap minus j cap on vector I cap plus j cap is 0, find lambda. Okay, if the projection vector of vector lambda I cap minus j cap on vector I cap plus j cap, then find the value of lambda. Okay, at that time what we will do? What is given? A is given lambda I cap minus j cap, B is given I cap plus j cap. Okay, and which one is projection on which one? A is projection on vector B. It means that you will use which one? A is projection on vector B. It means you will use this one because it is written in the question that lambda I cap minus j cap is projection of on lambda I cap plus j cap. Okay, so you can let this one. Okay, let A vector equals to this and B vector equals to this. Okay, so if A is on B, projection of A is on B, you will use this formula A vector dot B vector by mod B. That is why I am writing A vector dot B vector by mod B. Now it is written equals to 0. It is written in the question that if projection of vector lambda I cap minus j cap on vector I cap plus j cap is 0. Okay, that is why I am giving equals to 0. Then find the value of lambda. Okay, so A vector is lambda I cap minus j cap, B vector is I cap plus j cap by mod B. Mod B means this one. So how you will find mod B? Root over scalar component of I square plus vector component of j square. It means that you will get 1 square plus 1. It means you will get root 2. Same thing I have written here, root over 1 square plus 1 square equals to 0. Now when you will multiply lambda I cap minus j cap with I cap plus j cap, how much you will get? I have written already, but I am showing you. Lambda I cap into I cap, lambda and minus j cap plus j cap give you minus 1. You know how to multiply in dot product. So lambda minus 1 by root 2. Now this root 2 will go that side, it will become 0. Now lambda I minus 1 equals to 0, it means lambda equals to 1. Okay, so lambda value you got 1. Copy this one. Class 12, read short answer question number 7.1. If A P comma 1 comma minus 1, B 2P comma 0 comma 2 and C 2 plus 2P comma P comma P are 3 points, find the value of P so that the vectors AB and BC are perpendicular to each other. Okay, we have to find the value of P and AB and BC both are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular, when two lines or 2 points are perpendicular, then condition is A vector dot B vector equals to 0. Okay, in the last class we have done already that when two vectors are perpendicular, it means that A vector dot B vector equals to 0. In this question 3 points are given. A is P comma 1 comma minus 1. So what I am doing, I am changing in form of I, J, K. So what I will write, let A vector equals to Pi cap plus J cap minus K cap. Whenever in the question it is given in the form of point p comma 1 comma minus 1 or 1 comma 2 comma 5 6 comma 8 comma 9, you have to first convert that one in the form of I, j, k cap. Okay, and how you will do, you will take a vector and you will write let a vector equals to p I cap, because first point is, I am showing you, first point is a is given how much, p comma 1 comma minus 1, means p will go with I, 1 will go with j and minus 1 will go with k. Okay, so that is I have written p I cap plus j cap minus k cap. Same thing you will do for b and c also. In b it is given, b point is 2p comma 0 comma 2, that is why I have written 2pi, and here we have 0, it means there is no j present, so there is no j present. Now with k you have only 2, that is why I have written 2k cap. Okay, now see, point C is 2 plus 2p comma p comma p. It means that with I 2 plus 2p both will go, with j p, and with k only p will go. That is why I have written C vector equals to 2 plus 2p I cap plus p j cap plus p k cap. Okay, now we have to find AB vector and BC vector. Why? Because in the question they have given already that find the value of p so that the vectors AB and BC are perpendicular, means you have to find AB as well as BC. So AB vector, when you will find AB vector, it means that position of B minus position of A. This is the formula. When you are finding AB vector, means position of B minus position of A. So that is why first I am writing B, then minus A. B is 2pi plus 2k and A is pi plus j minus k. When you will open the bracket, you will get something like this, and when you will solve, you will get pi cap minus j cap plus 3k cap. Okay, now you have to find BC vector. BC vector means position of C vector minus position of B vector. So that is the first I am writing C, which is 2 plus 2pi cap plus pj cap plus pk cap minus C minus B. B is 2pi plus 2k. When you will open the bracket, you will get 2i cap minus pj cap plus p minus 2k cap. Okay, now since AB vector is perpendicular to BC vector, therefore AB vector dot BC vector equals to 0. This is the condition only when two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product will be 0. So AB vector dot BC vector equals to 0. AB vector is pi minus j cap plus 3k cap, and BC vector is 2i cap minus pj cap plus p minus 2k cap. That is why I have written like this, and in between this there is one dot. Okay, now when you will multiply, you will get, you know how to multiply. I am not telling you how to multiply because you have done in the last class already. So you will get 2p minus p plus 3p minus 2. Okay, it's very simple. I am sure telling you. Pi into 2i. How much you will get? 2p only, because I vector I cap into I cap will give you 1 because it is a dot product. In dot product, I cap into I cap will give you 1 only. Okay, so that is why 1. The minus j into minus p j. So j cap 1 and p you will get same 3k into p minus 2. So you will get 3p minus 2. Okay, because I cap multiply 1, j 1, k 1. Okay, now see here 2p minus, you can solve this one. After solving, you will get 2p minus p. How much? P only, and this 3 is multiplying 3 into p, 3p plus minus minus 3 into 2, 6. P plus p, 4p equals to 6, p equals to 6 by 4. Now 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, means p value you are getting 3 by 2. Okay, complete this one. Class 12, see short answer question 22.1. It is written, find the unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors. A vector equals to 2i cap plus j cap minus 2k k cap and b vector equals to 3 I cap minus j plus k cap. Okay, so we have to find unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors a and b. At that time, how we will do? First of all, you have to find a vector cross b vector. Okay, so a vector b cross b vector means you will write I cap, j cap, k cap first, and after that you will write scalar component of I, j and k. So I scalar component is 2, then j scalar component is 1, and k scalar component is -2, so -2. Now in b vector, I scalar component is 3, then -1 of j, and k is 1, so 3 -1 and 1. Okay, now a vector in cross b vector equals to, you will write I as it is and you will not see this and this one, so 1 into 1, 1, minus minus plus, and 1 into 2, 2, and here already we have minus sign, so 1 minus 2. Now with j we have minus sign always, in this one we have minus sign with this, plus minus plus, like this, so minus j cap, will not see this row and this column, so 2 into 1, 2, 3 into 2, 6, and here we have minus and one more minus is already in the formula, so minus minus will become plus. Now k vector, so we will write k component, we will not see this row and this column, 2 into 1, 2 into -1, -2, 3 into 1, -3. So you will get, when you will solve this one, you will get minus j cap minus 8 minus I cap minus 8 j cap minus 5 k cap. Okay, now you have to find mod of a vector into mod of b vector, and mod of a vector into mod of b vector means root over of square of scalar component. Now scalar component of minus I is -1, scalar component is of minus 8j is -8, and scalar component of minus 5k is -5. So root over 1 square will give you 1, 8 minus 8 square will give you 64, and minus 5 square will give you 25. When you will add this one, you will get root 90, and root of 90 will give you 3 root 10. Okay, and you know, whenever you have to find unit vector, formula is a vector cross b vector by mod a vector cross b vector. This is unit vector formula. Same thing. If you want to write, please write. If you don't know. Now unit vector a vector into b vector, we got minus I cap minus 8 j cap minus 5 k cap, and mod of a vector into b vector we got 3 root 10. So this is your answer. Okay, copy this one. Class 12 C 17, short answer question number 17. But before that, I want to tell you some properties of vectors, product of two vectors. So what are the properties? A vector dot b vector equals to b vector dot a vector. Means if you change their place, then it will come same. Okay, a vector dot b vector or b vector dot a vector, both will be same. Second one is a vector dot b vector plus c vector equals to a vector dot b vector plus a vector dot c vector. Means if you will do product between a and b and a and c, of course when you will open the bracket you have to do, then again you will get the same thing. Okay, now this one is very much important because we are going to use this one, so please concentrate in this one. A vector whole square equals to a vector dot a vector. Means whenever we have a vector square, you can write separately a vector dot a vector, and it also equals to mod of a vector square. Means if you have a square, a vector square, you can also write a vector whole square. Nothing will change if in place of a vector square you will write mod a square vector. Okay. Okay, now come to question number 17. In question number 17, it is written, if a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector. Okay, if a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector. Okay, and mod a vector equals to 6, mod b vector equals to 4, and mod c vector equals to 3. Find the cosine of the angle between the vector b and c. it is given a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector, mod a vector is equals to 6, mod b vector equals to 4 and mod c vector equals to 3. They are asking find the cosine. Cosine means cos theta, okay, of the angle means theta, between b and c, not a, between b and c. Now at that time in this type of question will come that a plus b plus c equals to this is given and mod a, mod b, mod c is given, and they will ask find the cosine between b and c or a and b or c and a. At that time how you will do this sums I am telling you, and I will apply this one, okay, the third property, okay. Now it is given a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector, so I am writing b. I am keeping b and c this side. Why? Because they are asking cosine angle between b and c. If they will ask cosine between a and b, I will keep a and b this side and I will take c this side. But in the question they are asking cosine angle between b and c. That is why I am keeping b and c this side and taking a that side. So if plus a vector will go that side, it will become minus a vector and 0 vector will give you 0. Okay. Now I am giving mod both sides. After giving mod I am giving squaring both sides. If I will do squaring both sides, it will come b square, b vector plus c vector square equals to mod a square. Now see this one, from here to here when I am coming, I am not writing minus sign. Why? Because we know this is the property of mod. Whenever we will give mod, the minus sign will remove. That is why I am not giving minus sign. To remove this minus sign, first I am giving mod. Okay. Now I am giving squaring both sides. Now you can see we can break it into formula of what? A plus b whole square formula. So a square plus b square plus 2ab equals to a vector mod a vector square. Now if I will write in place of b vector square, this is square, in place of b vector square, if I will write mod b vector square, not anything will change? No. Why? Because it is written, we can write in this form. See, if I am getting this a vector square, I can write also mod a vector square. That is why I am writing in place of b vector square, I am writing mod b vector square. Same in place of c vector, I am writing mod c vector square. Now plus 2b vector and c vector. I am not doing this anything with this because we need b vector dot c vector to find the angle between, cosine angle between b and c. Okay, that is why I am not giving mod. If you will give mod, you will not get your answer. So whatever you have to find between the angle, whatever angle you have to find between b and c, a and b, keep that one as it is. Understood this one? Now mod b vector value is 4. Mod c vector value is 3 and mod a vector value is 6. So 4 square plus 3 square plus 2b vector dot c vector equals to 6 square. So how much it will come? 4 square will give you 16, 3 square will give you 9, plus 2b vector c vector and 6 square will give you 36. Now 16 plus 9 will give you 25. This 25 will come this side, it will become minus 25. 36 minus 25 will give you 11. And here we have 12. I am taking this one down, it will become 11 by 2. So b vector dot c vector I am getting 11 by 2. Okay, understood up to here? Now they are asking cosine angle between b and c. So cos theta equals to b vector dot c vector by mod b vector dot c vector. This is the formula of dot product. Okay. So b vector dot c vector I got 11 by 2 and mod b is 4 and mod c is 3. So after solving I am getting 11 by 2 into 1 by 12. This one is 12. Okay. So 11 into 1, 11, 2 into 12, 24. Again I am repeating one thing. Whenever they will ask cosine between cosine angle between b and c, a and b or c and a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0, or mod a, mod b, mod c are given to you. These all are given to you. Then you will use this process. What you will do, whatever you have to find, you will keep that one here, and whatever you have not to find, take that one this side. So I have to find angle between b and c. I am taking b and c this side. I am taking plus b that side. It will go and it will become minus a vector. Now I am giving mod both sides. When you will give mod, minus sign will remove. That is why it is a mod a vector. Now when you will square Do squaring both sides, you will get b vector plus c vector square equals to a mod a vector square. Now formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab equals to mod a vector square. Now in place of b vector square you can write mod b also, because from property 3 when it is given you can write this one also. So I am going from here to here. Same I have done with c, but I am not writing in place of b and c, because to solve this one we need b vector dot c vector, not mod b and mod c. Mod b and mod c we already know it is 4 and 3. Okay, so by solving this and putting the values I am getting b vector dot c vector equals to 11 by 2, and in the last we are finding cos theta, which is 11 by 24. Okay, solve this one. Class 12 C, short answer question number 4. It is written, the vectors a vector, b vector and c are such that a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector. If mod a vector equals to 3, mod b vector equals to 4 and mod c vector equals to 5, show that a vector dot b vector plus b vector dot c vector plus c vector dot a vector equals to minus 25. In the last question same thing we have done, but in that one we were only finding angle, cosine angle between b vector and c vector. But in this one they are telling you to prove a vector dot b vector plus b vector dot c vector plus c vector dot a vector equals to minus 25. Now see, it is given a vector plus b vector plus c vector equals to 0. I am taking plus b this side, it will become minus c vector. Now when you will leave mod, it will become mod a vector plus b vector equals to mod c vector. Now when you will do squaring both sides, it will become mod a vector plus mod b vector whole square plus mod c vector square. Now in the formula when you will break, it will become mod a square plus mod b square plus 2 a vector dot b vector. I am not giving mod, okay, because we have to find a vector dot b vector. After that when you will put the values of a, b and c, you will get a vector dot b vector equals to 0. Same thing, now we got a vector dot b vector. Now I am going to find b vector dot c vector. Now for b vector dot c vector, I will give b and c this side and I will take minus a this side, so it will become minus. Again I am giving mod both sides. Then I am squaring both sides. Then I am opening in the formula. And after opening in the formula, I am putting a, b and c value. And after doing this, I am getting b vector dot c vector value is minus 16. Same thing, now we got b dot c vector. Here we got b a vector dot b vector. Now we have to find a dot c vector, or you can write c dot a vector. Both are same, because we know from the first property that a vector dot b vector equals to b vector dot a vector. Either you will write a vector dot b vector or c dot vector dot a vector, both are same. Okay, so a vector b vector plus c vector equals to 0 vector. So I am taking minus b this side plus b this side, it will become minus. Then mod both sides, so it will become mod a vector plus b vector equals to mod b vector. Now squaring both sides, it will come like this. Now when you will put the values of a, b and c, you will get a vector dot c vector equals to minus 9. Okay. So in LHS it is given a vector dot b vector plus b vector dot c vector plus c vector dot a vector. A vector dot b vector value I got 0, so I am writing 0. B vector dot c vector I got minus 16, so I am writing minus 16. And c vector dot a vector I got minus 9, so I am writing minus 9. When you will open, it will come minus 16 minus 9, minus minus plus, so 16 plus 9 will give you 25, and we have to put minus sign, you know. So what you will write, LHS equals to RHS proof, because we have to prove that it is coming minus 25. Class 12, short answer type question, question number 41. It is written that if a vector equals to I cap plus j cap minus k cap, b vector equals to 2 I cap minus 2 j cap plus k cap, and c vector equals to 3 I cap plus 2 j cap minus 2 k cap, show that a vector dot b vector plus c vector equals to a vector b vector plus a vector dot c vector. Okay, you have to show this one. Okay, now 14.1, a vector is I cap plus j cap minus k cap, then product sign means dot product. Then B is 2i minus 2j plus k, then plus sign, and C is 3i plus 2j minus 2k. 2i, 3i will give you 5i, minus 2j plus 2j will cancel out, plus k cap minus 2k cap will give you minus k cap. Now when we will multiply between these two, I cap into 5i cap will give you 5, j is not present, so it will be 0, minus k cap into minus k cap, minus minus plus, and k cap will give you 1, so 5 plus 1, 6. Now in RHS it is written a vector dot b vector plus a vector dot c vector. So first I am writing a vector I cap, j cap, k cap, b is 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Then plus sign, and a vector for value is I cap plus j cap minus k cap, c vector value is 3i cap plus 2j cap minus 2k cap. Now I into 2i, 2 plus j into minus 2j minus 2 minus k plus k will give you minus 1. Now this one minus I into 3i, 3j into 2j, 2 minus k into minus 2k plus 2. Okay. Now when you will add and subtract, you will get minus 1 plus 7, which you will in the last you will get 6. So what you will write? LHS equals to RHS proved. Complete this one. Now class 12C long answer question number 5. It is little bit lengthy and you have to understand it properly. Question is the scalar product of the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap with the unit vector along the sum of vectors 2i cap plus j cap 4j cap minus 5k cap and lambda I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap is equal to 1. Find the value of lambda. Try to understand the question first. The scalar product of the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap with the unit vector of the sum of 2i cap plus 4j cap minus 5k cap and lambda I cap plus 2j cap plus 3 cap is equals to 1. Means you have to first find the sum and then you have to find the unit, and then you can say that scalar vector of I cap plus j cap plus k cap into this will be 1. I am telling you how you do it. First of all, you will find sum of 2i cap plus 4j cap minus 5k cap and lambda I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Okay, when you will do sum 2i and here lambda I. So I you can take common and it will become 2 plus lambda. Now 4j plus 2j will give you 6j and minus 5k plus 3k will give you minus 2k. You got sum which is 2 plus lambda I cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap. Now unit vector along sum of this and this, because they are saying that unit vector you have. So unit vector is these are mod of this, you know how to find. So this one I am writing 2 plus lambda I cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap mod of scalar component of I, j and k. I scalar component is 2 plus lambda, 6 is scalar component of j and minus 2 is scalar component of k. So 2 plus lambda whole square plus 6 square plus minus 2 whole square. You will get 4 plus in formula a plus b whole square formula is this plus 36 plus 4. After doing this come here, after solving I am getting 2 plus lambda I cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap by root over lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44. Now they are saying scalar product of this of I cap plus j cap plus k cap with unit vector equals to 1. So scalar product means multiplication, because scalar product is nothing but dot product. So dot product of this with unit vector. Unit vector you got this equals to 1. That is why I am doing like this. Okay. Now class 12, see how I am solving this one. First I am multiplying this with this. After multiplying I am getting 2 plus lambda plus 6 minus 2 by root over this. When I am solving this one I am getting lambda plus 6 equals to, I am taking this root 1 this side, it will become this. Now when you will do squaring both sides, it will come lambda plus 6 whole square and this square. So this square and this root will cancel out and you will get, when you will open in the formula of a plus b whole square, you will get a square plus 2ab plus b square. And same when you will cancel this one, you will get this lambda square from both sides cancel out. 12 lambda minus 4 lambda will give you 8 lambda and 44. When plus 36 will come here, it will become minus 36, it will give you 8. So 8 lambda equals to 8 equals to lambda 8 by 8, 8 ones are 8 ones are lambda equals to 1. Okay. Now class 12, see long answer question number 6. It is written let A vector equals to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 3 k cap, B vector equals to minus I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap, and C vector equals to 3 I cap plus j be three given vectors. If A vector plus lambda B vector and C vector are perpendicular to each other, find lambda. Okay. So first of all, A plus lambda B vector we have to find. A is 2 I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap, then plus lambda, and B cap is minus I, B vector is minus I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap. After solving this one, you will get I cap 2 minus lambda, 2 j cap 1 plus lambda, and plus k cap 3 plus lambda. Now they are saying that A vector plus lambda B vector and C vector are perpendicular. It means that dot product of A lambda plus A vector plus lambda B vector dot C vector will be 0. So A vector plus lambda B vector I got this, and C vector is given 3I plus j cap. Now when you will multiply, k is not present, so k will be 0, and 2 minus lambda multiplied with 3I, my I 2 minus lambda multiplied with 3I, I will give you 1, means 3 will multiply with this. Now 2j 1 plus lambda will multiply with j, it will give you 2 1 plus lambda. Now when you will multiply 3 2 is 6, 3 into lambda, 3 lambda plus 2 lambda, when you will solve, you will get lambda value equals to 8. Okay, complete this one. Class 12, see question number long question type question. Question number 7 if I cap plus j cap plus k cap, 2 I cap plus 5j, 3 I cap plus 2 j cap minus 3k, and I cap minus 6 j cap minus k cap are the position vectors of point A, B, C and D respectively, then find the angle between AB and CD. Okay, deduce that AB and CD are collinear or collinear. Okay, so A is given 2 I cap plus 5j cap, A is given I cap plus j cap plus k cap, B is given 2 I cap plus 5j cap. Okay, so we have to first find AB vector, which I am getting after subtracting this I am getting I cap plus 2j cap minus 2. Now I am finding mod. So mod is scalar component, square of a scalar component, so I am getting 3 root from here. Okay. Now CD vector I am finding, means position of B minus position of C, I am getting this much, and mod of CD will give you 6 root 2. Now cos theta is AB vector dot CD vector by mod AB vector dot mod CD vector. When you will put this one, you will get minus 1 as your answer. Okay. After this, what you will do? After doing mod 1, what you will do? You are getting cos theta equals to minus 1. When you have minus 1 in cos theta, when cos theta equals to cos pi means 180 degree. If you don't know, when we will do the inverse chapter, inverse trigonometry, you will understand. It means theta value equals to pi. Okay. Cos theta, whenever we have cos theta and we have minus 1, it means cos pi. Okay. Cos pi means 180 degree, means theta equals to pi. Okay, so first part done. So what we have done, finding AB and CD, then I am finding cos theta by putting all this, and I am getting minus 1. You know how to solve this one, that is why I am not explaining this part. Now in the second part, they are asking that AB and CD both are collinear. So AB I am getting I cap plus 4j cap minus k cap, CD I am getting minus 2y minus 8j plus 2k. So from here I can take 2 as a common, then I will take minus 2 as a common, this minus will become plus and this minus will become, this plus will become minus. Now you can see there is a relation, same thing inside the bracket. So AB vector equals to minus 2 CD vector. Okay. So what we will write that the given points are collinear. Complete it. So class 12, your homework is short answer question number 7, 3. Okay, it is question number 7. 7 2. Okay, 12 number 13 3. Long answer question number 7. 7 1 same as example 9 and 9 same as example 22, and you will submit your homework in the given email ID. You know, zilfar.sma@outlook.com. You have to submit this one by tomorrow, and if you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.